Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of today's streams, where we are back in Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Yeah. How are we doing? What have we been up to in the meantime? I hope something fun. Had a nice lunch, maybe a cup of coffee or two, and now are prepared for a couple of hours of this one. Right? Right. So, we have a murder investigation. Hey, 44.
Rest in peace, darling.
We have a murder investigation that we need to really take care of. So I'd say we do that first and foremost. And maybe try to focus a little more on Cyseal. If there's anything else that we need to do. Ow!
May the seven keep you.
Oh. Oh my. We have Pet Pal now, right? We can talk to you.
Hey, wow!
Yes.
I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from. And here you are! Wow! This is great!
Oh.
I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great! Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favourite hobby too.
Ew. Tell me about yourself, boy.
You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do too, Murphy. And he was my best friend.
Aw. Was he?
I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake at all. No, it's definitely not Jake. He was awesome.
So, about your master's death, boy.
If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much! Seriously, so much! You have no idea!
Alright, you do that.
Rest in
You
peace,
do
darling.
that.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
This dog we met, how true a creature he is. How loyal and unwavering in its affections. His master is dead, but not even this, not even nature's great betrayal of life, stops his warm-heartedness from beating.
Darling.
Animals, dog and deer, elk and eagle. We burden and butcher them, wretches that we are. These pillars of creation, we topple them, though their spirits are so very pure. They are. They do not scheme. They do not deceive. Perfidy. That is the human condition. This kind, this trusty beast. He is man's best friend, though man does not deserve one.
What?
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
Well, humans are but vile creatures when you get down to it. At least animals are still one with nature.
You are not of the same mind because you are human, all too human. And deep down you place trust in your fellows. But one day, a stab in the back will tell you I am right. I know. For I have lain on silken cushions in marble palaces, and I have lain on wet leaves in soggy forests. Vastly do I prefer the latter. Oh, the occasional thorn may pierce your skin, but at least you are aware the sting is not that of a poisoned needle hidden by aspiring rivals. In the animal kingdom only, one is free. Beware the wolf, yes, beware the bear. But their rules are honest. The kingdoms of man, they are built upon the blood of the ones not strong enough to lay claim to power. This dog, it is a creature worthy of your affection. The ones you see around you, the men and women of this world, they are not.
Oh, okay. Good talk, John. Good talk.
Rest in peace, darling.
Oh. Hey, you're still alive. I mean...
Spirits of shadow, consume me!
Hey, Father Sky. Hello.
Blitzbolt!
Hello, Father Sky.
Die, vermin!
Okay then. I guess Dave is back
Where
in...
are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
Dave is now completely there, where he belongs. Okay, okay. Memories? Who are you? What?
Look here, even a sage and author as renowned as I is flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemeris the Wise. You may go wide-eyed with amazement now.
I see, I see. Hey, Father Sky, thank you for your 205 streak. My goodness, thank you so much.
Smell
And yes, you can go home now and sleep more. Do you need a note? Do we need to write your boss? I'm fairly willing to do so. Tell me about yourself.
As if I need introduction.
Yes, you do.
Nemeris the thinker, the theorist, the visionary. Come now, surely you lack the time, as I do, for such silly questions.
You're an author.
Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises, but of course you have read and revered the philosophy of death, the diamond in the crown that is my literary legacy.
Uh-huh.
There isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound pages percolating with perspicacity.
Oh god, what?
Alas, that so few show an understanding of my words, so few show the expected intellectual growth when I put them to the test.
Can I read your philosophy of death?
You can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blueprint of genius that is my inimitably esteemed essay. Never fear, though, for each and every library in Rivellon boasts a copy, the gilded cherry on their paper pie.
Okay then. Well, we are going to read more books.
Rest in peace,
Hmm.
darling.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
A Cyseal pipe. Sure.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake. May the seven
It's a
keep
rotting
you.
sheep's
Smell
corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's
rotten
body.
lamb chops. Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, wow. But it's nothing compared to Jake. Seems like some mutt is marking my territory.
This isn't your master, boy.
Someone stole Jake? Jake stole my ball once, but then he threw it far, and I went and I got it. And Jake was awesome. Listen, if you go around town and find someone who you think might have done it, bring me a really stinky something of theirs. And I'll see if I can smell Jake on it. An awesome smell. I couldn't mistake it.
Do you think you could smell whoever killed Jake?
Esmeralda? Ugh, terrible smell. Like flowers and soap. Not awesome. Ugh, hated her. Aureus is kind of awesome. Evelyn, too. They both have a sweaty, dead thingy smell. Cyseal, he's alright, I guess. Mostly he smells like old books, which is neither awesome nor non-awesome. Bring me anything of theirs, and I'll be able to tell you if I can sniff out Jake's smell on them. Jake has the best smell. I'd know it anywhere. Did you find something for me to stick my nose into?
Come with us. You can help us sniff out the guilty party.
Join you? No way. I mean, you smell pretty great. Even better than the dumpster behind the butcher's house.
Well, thanks.
The town is full of scary stuff like body snatchers and bathtubs. Without my best friend, the most awesome Jake ever, here to protect me, I'd rather stay far away. Just bring those smelly items to me here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
May the seven keep you.
All right. Well, would you look at that?
Peace be with you, traveller. May your lost loved ones rest in peace.
Thank you. Tell me about yourself.
I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little daughter, Loni.
Mm-hmm.
But when the undead plague broke out, my dear husband was among the first killed. Loni never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, more aptly called, came to town dangling the opportunity to annihilate those undead devils, Loni lapped up their rhetoric and joined without so much as a backward glance. She were killed less than a week after she joined.
Oh.
Here she lies. And here I stand, mourning the death of my last joy.
Aw. That sucks. I'm sorry. What's this?
Cloaked in dusk!
Cloaked in dusk.
See how fast she scuttles!
Yeah, that is still disgusting. I don't even know where he is. Where are you?
Meet your demise!
There we go.
As good as a new penny.
There we go. Huh.
Seven have mercy on your soul.
And let's...
In the rain, nobody can see you cry.
Yes. Very well spoken.
Stance of the stalwart!
Meet your demise!
Ok. Where are we? Oh crap, who are you?
You see a shady-looking figure fishing coins of gold out of the muddy water that pools beneath the well overhead. His movements are quick and nervous, but nevertheless, he seems to enjoy stuffing what cash he can find into the many pockets of his shabby garb.
No, that's too much.
So absorbed is he in his coin hoarding that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up, and quick as a cat its talons, readies 2 daggers.
Oh there, fella, we don't mean you no harm. Tell me what you're doing here.
Your friendly tone of voice has immediate effect. The man quickly relaxes his aggressive stance, sheathes his weapons, and pulls a quill and a scrap of parchment out of one of his pockets. Dexterously, he writes down a couple of phrases, then holds it out for you to read. Mute, can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for?
Indeed, I am a source hunter.
Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines. Name's Woolgraf. I admire you. No hero like source hunter. Cyseal, dead end. Please let me join you.
If you'd like to join me, I need to know a little bit more about you.
Woolgraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands, one after the other. Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak, good fighter, good with locks. See things you don't. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make them pay. Please.
About you joining me.
Woolgraf notices there's no room left in your party and shrugs his shoulders. Nothing he can do about that.
So we know where he is. If we ever want to have a second rogue, I suppose. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, there was something else. In the other direction, I think. I think it was a T-crossing.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Ugh.
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
That didn't go as planned. It's safe before all the gold.
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade?
You can do nothing. I just want the gold. Okay, we'll try.
Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
There we go.
Hold. Our enemies have laid a trap.
Nice. Aha! We found a repair hammer. Yeah, level too low. Okay, so we need to find some. We need to wait a level. Okay. Ok, ok. Up you go.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Goodness, where are we? What is this? What trap?
Innocent serpent!
Healer!
What the hell was that? Do I have another disarm? Yes. Is anybody else seeing this?
I feel quite dire. I can see the white light.
Don't go into the light. That will not stop,
I
no.
feel better already.
No. That is not going to stop. What is this place though? Okay, we need to come back here. However, first we need to go back to Cyseal because we need to repair. We need to sell. Okay.
Those bony brutes will never make it inside these walls. Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Hello.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
What can you tell me about Jake's murder?
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace.
About Jake's body?
A sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. Don't bother me with such wild tales.
Hey, was er gaan? Look, it's clear I'm only a few steps away from solving this mystery. If you don't tell me the truth, I'll simply find it another way. Why delay the inevitable?
I suppose you're right. At least if I tell you myself, you'll hear the proper account of things. I buried that blasted sheep, but I swear on my lucky left foot I had nothing to do with that body disappearing. 1 minute it was on my slab, you see. I left the room for just a moment to answer the bell in the front parlour, and when I returned, the body was simply gone. In its place was a sack containing more gold coins than I could even count. The message was clear. Silence is golden. My business has been declining right alongside the rest of our blighted city. And that sack of gold was worth more than I made during one of the good years. I needed cash, and someone needed my silence. I knew I had to bury something or risk being found out. So that night, I stole into the market and made off with Bertia's fattest sheep. It was a bloody waste to stick so much fine meat into the ground to rot, but it had to be done. The next day, the pallbearers retrieved Jake's coffin, sealed to hide the body's terrible wounds, none the wiser that within the casket lay nothing more venerable than a slaughtered beast. Now, you can imagine I've spent more than my share of restless nights wondering who could have wanted that cadaver and for what purpose. I'm not an inch closer to imagining the why, but I've got a few inklings as to the who. Near as I can reckon, there are only 4 people who could have been involved. Mayor Cyseal, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda.
Why do you suspect Mayor Cyseal?
Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined.
Why do you suspect Captain Aureus?
Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't.
Not a fan of him, but that doesn't make sense. It's going okay today. So far, we just started, but it's going alright. Why do you suspect Evelyn?
I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary.
Huh.
And there was something about her that night. Some kind of excitement.
Really?
Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts. That there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
Oh? Why do you suspect Esmeralda?
I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband. and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
Nah, I don't think so. About the bag of gold you received for keeping quiet about Jake's body.
That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Sure, Bersha, whose sheep you stole, deserved this money more than anyone. Hand over the gold so it can take its way to its rightful owner. How you expect? How do I expect things? I expect things to go... Well... Knowing Divinity... Interestingly, how about that? I think that's one way to put it. No, just start with a second stream. Goober.
You know, I reckon Bertia really didn't get a fair shake in all this, did she? Here, take the money and give it to her. Times are hard enough as they are.
Well, there you go. Good man. Here. You can get some of my stuff instead. Don't know what though. There you go. So how about we are taking a look at where's the surgeon? Have you been to the surgeon? There's the tavern, the town hall, the cook's house, Esmeralda's shop, Reginald and house. No, so there are a few houses where we haven't been. So maybe we should pay them a visit. Okay, well that's closed. Go to Evelyn's house. Ah, okay.
I give milk. I give wool. And what do I get in return? One way or another, they always try to fleece me. Especially that Evelyn. She's out to get me. I know it. Meh.
Really? It all boils down to Evelyn, huh?
Moo! Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been so busy with his research, the poor dear hasn't had a proper night's sleep in months.
In months, you say? In months?
Bah! If you think black sheep are weird, try weird sheep.
Okay. And I? Sure.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to... Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
In a second. How to say it nicely. Pipe down, woman! You don't sound so good. My dear people, you do not sound so good. You know what? Yeah. Fine. Take it. Tell me about yourself.
I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
You are giving me mood swings here, my dear. So about your healing stone.
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name,
Loic.
in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
Do you now? So, you've been named a suspect in Jake's murder case.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
Really? Huh, interesting. Tell me about the patients.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to know more about Boris. Steven and that's Boris, okay.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
I'd like to know more about Steven.
Quite the venerable staple of Cyseal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Cyseal is familiar with Grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
I'm ready to make a decision.
You are? I thank you 1,000,000 times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Yes, Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other.
Thank
No,
the Seven.
no, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning? On
I
the
don't know
men!
what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful. Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
You.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
You didn't notice?
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Potions to bemuscle you.
Potions.
Scrolls to entussle you.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish.
Okay, where? Berta, there you go. Ooh. Hey,
Sort
Siuni.
hunters, eh? All right, proper. We're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump ogget, the finest in me herd.
About your stolen sheep.
That louse! Did he even bother grilling a single luscious chop? I bet he wasted every last morsel. Captain Aureus will have a thing or two to say about this.
Okay then.
This is intolerable. The
That's
momentum
done.
of time is slipping through our hands,
Perfect.
and you fritter it away on conversations about decomposing mutton. Focus! By Parbatha's silver talons
Must we linger so? An idle brain in a demon's workshop. I've noticed you keep stressing our need to hurry. Why are you so pressed for time?
I can tell you if you wish, but you'd have to listen to the tale of my life, because my future, such as it is rooted deeply into my history.
Well then tell me about your history.
By all means, if you're in the mood for such a dark tale.
Well, why don't you start at the beginning?
Once upon a time, I was a king in a land of beauty to the east. A land of tigers and slender towers, of deserts and forests, of sun and all the world's wealth. I was a young king, handsome and all-powerful. Every nobleman would have killed his own brother if I promised to take his daughter's hand in marriage. But I refused their incessant implorations. I knew my life as a sovereign would be self-indulgent, but also a self-delusory one, if I weren't to marry for love. And so a handful of years went by. The king's throne I myself occupied, whereas the queen's throne remained empty but for the court's cats that would nap the afternoons away upon its velvet cushions. But then one day, a young woman visited my kingdom. She was a poetess and a storyteller. People flocked to her, listened to her every word as if receiving mantras from the divines. I invited her to my palace, and soon our days, our nights, our love and our lives intertwined.
No. That's not the hot tub. That's the that's the pool of healing. Yes. That's the hot tub. No, I'm sitting in the pool of healing. Hey, 44. Well, tell me more about your lover.
Hiraka.
Oh.
How I miss her still. miss the brilliance of her mind that was both as sparkling and as unbreakable as the diamonds that adorned her body. Oh, and how I miss her body.
Okay.
1,000 artists I could have commanded, show me beauty. But she would have effortlessly surpassed their every endeavor, and curving her lips into a smile, make them break their sculptures in tearful impotence.
Yeah, that she could. That's true. That is true.
And yet, true happiness, that commodity more precious and even more fleeting than the dominion of kings, sang to us like the nightingale, only to depart come the dawn of our first year's unity. A malady overtook me, and I began to wither.
Tell me about the malady that overtook you.
It was an unparalleled horror. Scores of physicians flocked to my bedside. They traveled from realms across the seas, hoping to cure the mighty Jehan, undo the gloom that had befallen the land, and mere vultures that they were, to be paid handsomely for their efforts. But none of their potions took effect. Their salves seared, but did not soothe my fading flesh. Like a ghoul I looked, unburied yet risen from the grave. In futile anger I struck my mirror, but broke my brittle fingers only, not its ever-mocking surface.
So you're alive and well now, so how did you overcome your illness?
That, Hunter, is a tale for later. I realize I haven't answered your initial question yet. Why it is that I chase time like a lioness its prey. But we'll get to that part later, should time permit.
Uh-huh.
By all means, if you're in the mood for such a dark tale.
Okay, we have that, we have that.
Spiritless?
May they be pertinent, Hunter.
Why are you so interested in eternal life?
Because once I beheld the salivating jaws of death bite and gnaw in eager anticipation of my inevitable consumption. As you know, a sickness pushed me ever closer towards their reach. I shall not say more than that I found a cure of sorts. Yet, like all things, the cure is temporal. So believe me, Hunter, when I say that if you'd have stood so very near the moors of decay as I have, you too would be sorely tempted by the ancient promise of necromancy.
You mentioned an ultimate purpose. Now in your case, what would that be?
My ultimate purpose. Yes. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned that. Not yet. Suffice to say that I do not live like others do. I do not live for happiness, for the joys these earthly hours may bestow. My existence is the hunt, and through that hunt I may just find deliverance. Soon I must confront my purpose, or perish.
I'm intrigued by your love for animals. If you don't mind me saying so, you don't seem quite like the loving type.
You are right, and you are wrong, Hunter. Right, precisely because I was wronged.
Huh?
As you long have guessed, the wound that ever bleeds was inflicted unto me by one of our species. Though in many ways she, Hiraka, was beyond human scope. My station was a high one once, a king's.
Yes.
Until I was brought very low. I learned among the dregs that men are the same everywhere. Whether they approach you in a back alley reeking of sewer or the jasmine-scented corridors of royal castles, they smile at you warmly, like friends would, as they fondle their daggers' hilts behind their backs. You are right that I lost affection, but I found it again among the beasts, among the stray cats and street dogs with whom I shared my all too meager meals. Over time, the deer of the forest no longer fled when I approached. Birds would gladly perch upon my hand and eat from my palm.
So you became a Disney princess?
I found among them a serenity unseen amid humanity. There you are wrong. Because for them, I harbor a vivid love indeed.
And why do you hunt demons?
For 1,000 reasons, and for one especial. The 1,000 obvious ones are list with pleasure. The special one, that is my secret to keep.
Should party members really keep secrets from one another?
Hunter, I could find you cross-dressed under the spell of a dominant goblin, yet when next we'd meet there'd be no questions asked.
Okay.
I have my secrets. Undoubtedly, you have yours.
Alright.
Ours to keep.
Fine.
More prey await.
Who would have thought it? Jahan, an all-powerful king, stricken by a horrid plague, the memory of which plagues him still.
No wonder, from the sound of it, he was at death's door.
The higher your station, the deeper you may fall. He may live, but clearly Jahan is a king no longer.
True. Okay. Oh, wait. Do we need to go to here because we have one stone?
Welcome back, source hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another star stone, haven't you? Go on, ask me how I know.
Alright, I'll bite. How can you tell we found another stone?
Aha! Mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane, when the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery.
What have you discovered through the new portal?
You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, the...
What is it?
No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
Wait, that's it? For that I need a hard save. Okay, that's where we came in. They are all inactive. Oh, this one. To the Hall of Heroes. What the heck?
What an impressive room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings.
Okay.
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me.
Makes sense, woman.
But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of your faults, and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this. He won't believe me, the fiend.
You've unlocked the Hall of Heroes. If you dismiss your companions, they will come here to rest. Oh, okay. Cool. John Smithen.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An eagle-eyed ranger? A stealthy pickpocket? Take your pick of my swords for hire.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Alchemist. Hello. Good morning to you. How you doing? There you go. Okay. I'll take my leave. And what I'm going to do is actually see if we can upgrade some stuff. That's for the next level. Fire damage is not bad. Let's have some fire damage. One strength. That should be for you. Same as that one. That could be for you. There we are. Oh, requires strength 7. And it is more for you. Let's see. That goes to you. And what do we think about that? Better. I like it. Do we have something for your hat? No. Okay. Regardless, this is looking much better. Why do you have money? You don't need money. You don't either. Nor you. Okay. Sorting everything. Perfect. Now we know that we can sell all of this stuff.
Back again, and not a moment too soon. Wait till you see the fine souls who've joined my ranks, or yours for the right price.
Okay. I'll take my leave. Thanks. Okay.
Who do you think that creature in there was?
I haven't the foggiest.
Tell me.
The eerie bit is that she seems to know us.
All that is past and present. Does that mean you know the future as well?
Alas, no.
Okay.
I can predict with a degree of certainty.
So,
but I cannot
back
speak.
to the North Gate. Hi, Swoopy. Hello. Ugh, what now?
How intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more than the result of a demon's bowel movement imbued with the breath of life. And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished.
There is no such thing as too much knowledge. We are lucky to have found zigzags.
You'll rue the day you lend your trust to anything that is demon-touched. But this particular specimen, it delights in scholarship. A quality, I must admit, that highly speaks to its advantage. Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever more mighty.
Okay. Eesh. So, do we have anything that they could... Not really, but maybe we can talk to... Can we talk to Oi, to Arhu. Here, 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 and then there.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do anything.
Hi, Mr. Head Honcho Legionnaire. The Source Hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
And?
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
I'll have a talk with him, madam.
Okay.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. If you must.
Yes.
What'd you take me for? An ignoramus? That accursed name rings a goddamn Carillion. He was the last Sorcerer King, a frightful warrior that felt we may well stand on unholy ground right... Oh, still not finished with that sorry matter?
No, on the subject of Jake's corpse.
It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Cyseal. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land?
I don't know.
He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher.
A certain Evelyn has been mentioned.
Evelyn? Master Thelyron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide-and-seek with stiffs to me.
I heard you were seen at the Morticians.
You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out! Out! Before I have my men erect a gallows and string up a sauce pinata!
You are close to getting a heart attack. Well, I don't know about the rest of the gremlins, but I am doing good. Arhu. Where is Arhu? Universal controller instruction?
Lucky find!
Don't know what it's for, but I'm going to take it. Given that Aru isn't here. Why isn't he here though? How about you?
Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels, criminal scum!
Fine.
I'll thank you to take a step in another direction.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, let's see. Can we find the actual search suit, maybe?
Don't pay attention to the beast.
Although, hold on a second, we found the key. Or we didn't find a key, we took a key. To Evelyn's house, so maybe we should take a look at that one.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I'm straight. I'm true. Harry's by the cousins.
How is the no profanity for a day going?
Shut tight!
You do pickpocketing, lockpicking, right? Yeah. So why don't you? I don't understand. I have a pickpocket. Why can't I use it? There you go. It's too low? Really? What do I need for that? You have lockpicking 2, lockpicking 1. That's the door we can't get into.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Surprisingly good. There you go. Fantastic. See? We knew you could do it. Let's talk to the mayor. Because he is one of the suspects now. Oh, we need to go to the library anyway.
What? Oh, it's you! What news?
I met your pet, Maxine.
Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, you mean the mongrel that's always skulking about the place. I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch, and it sat through every lesson looking at me as if I were an idiot. Man's best friend, my eye. I've always been more fond of cats myself.
You've been named as a suspect in Jake's murder case.
Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time.
Where is the... There. Can I talk to you?
Oh, golly gosh! One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Cyseal with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare around here. But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure. I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen, after all, and dearest. That is hardly a coincidence.
Oh my god.
But of course, darling. Be my guest.
How do you know Mayor Cyseal called you how should I put this, a canine?
Oh my golly gumdrops, he did what? The nerve of the man. I knew he was hard of hearing and soft of wit, but this is a new low even for him. Oh, do calm down, Maxine. Compose yourself. Envision a calm ocean filled so plentifully with fish they positively flounder on the beach. There we are. Indignation has been dispelled. No longer do I care that booby of a mayor called me the C word.
Oh, the C word, huh?
A nervous twitch suddenly makes Maxine's whiskers wiggle. I don't care in the least.
Uh-huh. Right. Okay. So, to the library! Hey you! Posture check! Yeah, that's not going to happen.
A volume of poetry among novels? Ugh, what mayhem.
That is not going to happen. Pirate's Life, shipmate Fawkeson's diary. Whoever came up with the idea to go hunting for treasure in Cyseal should be keelhauled. I cared not for diaries before we ended up with these accursed place, as I fear the end is nigh. I feel obliged to warn my fellow pirates, avoid Cyseal. As sunny as its breaches are, as golden as the sun shines in cobblestone roads, equally corrupt is its hellhole. There are laws for everything in Cyseal, and every law contradicts the other. At the beginning, we tried to work alongside the systems for some time. Better to ease down the local suspicions, you see, but I fear every trader has set foot in Cyseal must become a pirate or an outlaw, whether they realize it or not. There are taxes on docking a ship, there are taxes on owning a ship, there are taxes on docking without a ship, and there are taxes on boarding and unboarding the ship. But one cannot unboard without having boarded in Cyseal first. Why, what does it even mean? There are taxes on entering the tavern if you are not a Cysealian. And there is a law against entering the tavern if you ain't a Cysealian. Unaware, you enter, pay the tax, and then get thrown in jail when the locals realize your anchor's set elsewhere. But that's not the worst part. We came looking for treasure. There's a skull-shaped cave on the beach, and the captain is certain there's pirate bounty with it. I have sent out a dozen of our best men a fortnight ago, but they have yet to return. The rumor amongst the men is that the cave is haunted. Hogwash. The rest of us will investigate tomorrow. If your crew has not returned, then it's goodbye, Cyseal. Good lord.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Rack. Mayhem.
Yes, it happened. No, it doesn't.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Rack. Mayhem. The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
The philosophy of death. Let us...
Volume 1, Volume 2...
Let us briefly discuss life and death, the great opposites, the great equals. Death is greater than life, so saith the priest, and for in death comes the gods' just reward. But if this be true, whether that reward shall be the solace of heaven or the agony of hell is decided during one's lifetime, and therefore life is much greater than death, for it is the decision-maker. And what of those who care not for the gods, who question the afterlife, the existence of deities? Life is life's own goal, they say, a wise sentiment, I echo, and that even priests would do well to heed. But oh, how often does doubt assail these revelers of life? How often does fear approach with the creeping of the shadows? So great becomes the looming horror that death becomes larger than life, and death becomes the greater force. Forget the promise of gods, I say, but defy the fear of oblivion as well, for only if life and death become each other's equals can the philosophy of death become one of life. Death is the instigator of faith and fear, but only if you let it be so. If you can gaze into its obsidian eyes, knowing it is the all and knowing it is the be-all and the end-all, but fear neither, then shall you have reached the shore of wisdom. So saith Nemris.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels?
I think we found the book that we were looking for. In order to talk to the dude on the graveyard. You tried. Yes, you did. You did indeed.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Churn!
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
There.
The very fact that you seek me out once more is in itself a token of wisdom.
Aha, put me to the test.
Do you truly feel you are ready to prove that you have read and understood the philosophy of death?
Sure.
Then we shall proceed to test the mettle of your acumen forthwith. Between life and death, death is the greater force. So argues the clergyman. Is he correct?
May the seven keep you.
No.
Yes, he is.
Where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
Fine.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Let us proceed. Life is life's own goal, the question that is itself the answer. Good! Now I am unburdened of all worries, am I not?
Still no.
I concur.
Last query. Boldly do I scorn the bonds of faith and fear. Death I dub thee life's equal. Is this my salvation or my undoing?
Salvation.
No, it's your undoing.
What? Why?
May the seven keep you.
All right, we'll do it.
Hopes and up. A combination of words I've long since forgone to couple, let alone put into action. And before me stands a living proof why. Begone, ignoramus. Have you not insulted me? Divinity shall not go unpunished. Perhaps death itself shall teach
Rest
you
in
more
peace,
about the
darling.
philosophy of life.
Great. That'll teach me to listen to you again. Why are you old?
I sing the body electric.
How can they all be dead? Oh, hold on. Oh, that is some time ago. Yeah. No. Well, sorry, but you dead.
Death is its own deliverance!
Can we revive Murphy? No. Well, we tried. All right, gotcha, gotcha. If we go back here, do we find the second...
Ah, the Starstone Seekers return. Most fortuitous indeed, for I have been pondering over the nature of our shelter plane like a poet over his muse. For now, I will refrain from entertaining, or, as the case may be, annoying you with hapless conjectures, until in the maze that is my mind, I happen to stumble upon a clue more concrete than mere theory. In the meantime, and in the interest of saving time, please tell me your thoughts about the lady you talked to in the Hall of Heroes during your previous visit.
She seemed to recognize us and called us guardians. She said she deceived us and that we deserted her in turn.
Deceive. Desert. Your words, they ring a distant bell, but they are but pieces of the puzzle. And yet, could she be? But no, hold your chattering tongue, Zixax. You promised you wouldn't hazard any guesses, and you'll stick to your word. You have my thanks, friends, for indulging me. A new portal has opened, and no doubt you are as curious as I am to find out what lies beyond. Let's go and take a look.
This place looks rather cozy, doesn't it?
It does. Almost
By
like...
the fangs of the fall.
Yeah.
It is true. She told me she had seen you. Yet never would I have believed her delusions until here, now. They manifest before me. You have become undeniable. The scurrilous sentinels themselves. It is miraculous, irrefutably so. But oh, how low you have fallen. Look at what you have become. What was stars have become moribund embers. You are to be pitied.
That's rich coming from you. Who are you?
Ominous fellow, that demon.
And none too friendly either.
Another side quest? Are you kidding me? Yeah, most of the people here are old. Yep. Isn't it great?
This isn't my chest, which somehow I knew.
Yes, but it lets me open it. Ugh. Okay, sure. Uh-huh. We just leave it at that, huh? Oh. Thought so. Yeah, we just leave it at that. Oh, believe it or not, I have no problem with getting older. I'm okay with it. It's a number and we can't stop it anyway, so I'm okay with it.
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots.
Arwu, what are you doing here?
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
What
By
lies
all
at its
means.
Nothing, of course. The great
Of
absence
course.
of all...
I hope your investigation fares well. His body is gone? Replaced with that of a sheep? This is all very disconcerting, to say the least. Grave robbery reeks of necromancy. Could Jake have been involved with those that raise the dead? It seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless. You're onto something, Hunter. Do follow the scent and see where it leads you. I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt.
And who, in your opinion, are the suspects?
I myself have none.
Of course not.
Even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's... Now, it may well be established that she is, in fact, the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry.
Getting that. And... Okay.
The Lady of Time, the Weaver of History. I am your biggest fan, dear lady. Could I get your autograph?
It shall be my pleasure, Sir Imp. I'll embroider it in the first volume.
Oh, we can only
of
learn
All
3.
Encompassing Chronicles.
Ah, okay.
Source Hunter, welcome.
No.
Source Hunter.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Here.
Welcome.
You can take these back. Yes. All of them. Okay.
There is magic to this place, isn't there? No matter how forlorn it seems.
There is magic, but it is not so much forlorn as it is dormant. I
I'll
trust
tell us what
the
happened
source
next.
hunters and their
2
star
cloaked
stones
figures,
will
followed by a
stir from its
third.
slumber.
And the innkeeper went to see what happened. The room was destroyed and Jake was down. Okay. No, not the Hall of Heroes. Let's go back there. Oh, you know what? You all do with your age whatever you see fit. Otherwise, it's going to be a hornet's nest, and I'm not going to steer that up. So you do with your age what you want.
Paid a big cheese on your block for the whale of the good stuff.
Come now, Alistair.
I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in, being the king crab's foremost patron ever since.
Tell me about the ship you were on.
A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say. So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind, and in that regard, there is no one like Maxine.
About Maxine?
Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat. She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I've serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed.
You used to be called Oscar, didn't you?
Oscar, you say? I haven't been called Oscar in ages. Boy, does that bring back memories. It's the name the ship's cook gave me when I was but a kitten. I remember him rewarding me with bacon every time I caught another rat. And I remember listening to a fellow called Ebenezer, who used to tell me the wildest stories.
What can you tell me about Ebenezer?
A strange bird, that one. Used to indulge in every pleasure of life like there was no tomorrow. Guess there was no tomorrow for him, come to think of it. He would talk everyone's ears off about the delights of fine dining, his fascination with new fashions, about the elation of lovemaking, and so on and so forth. To me, though, never suspecting his revelations would be stored in my mind, he'd whisper of the shadow sides of his indulgent character. Fine dining, yes, on human flesh even. New fashions, sure, even if they meant the annihilation of a species for its hides. Lovemaking, indeed. But sometimes the girls were very young and suffered delicate tortures. Some died in his special chambers, but would still be used. A strange bird, as I'm sure you'll agree. If he were a bit smaller, I might have caught him like I would a sparrow and rid the world of his hidden evils.
Oh my.
By all means.
Okay then.
Tell me, Alistair.
Hello again. How can I help you? Psst. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
Tell me about the night of the murder.
That room where it happened. It was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly who.
Of course not.
This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counsellor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that.
And do you suspect anyone now?
Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
I will do that.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great!
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Let's see if there's anything new.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Councillor and I were anything...
Okay, there's nothing new from him.
Not in the mood for cheese.
Okay. So, I would like to actually have a chat with Thalerion, with the surgeon. Where is that dude?
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it. That strange reaction you caused, blue lightning from a healing stone, I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
Most likely not, but that's okay. Oh.
Shut tight! Anything else here? I mean, why would the back room here Why would that be locked? I don't get it. Another key? Does that unlock the house? Maybe? DieLuette was er gewoon. No. Did we use this already? Apparently we do.
Oh well, we don't need the smelly coat and the coat anymore. My bad. Because the dog is dead. Well then. What do we have here? Nothing.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
That's the Fletcher citizen.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle.
What are ye staring at?
What happened to your crew?
Those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily-livered turkeys they are. Haven't seen them since the day we docked.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine?
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman there.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese,
Who knows?
tomatoes.
We have two now. Who knows what they're good for?
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder shadows.
Leave me be, I have a job to do.
Okay.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you had better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous claims. Well, what do you want to know?
Okay.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent.
And you are?
I am Septimus, seventh son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Cyseal from day 1. Alas, both of them have long since fallen in battle against the dead. But never shall I lose heart. Long as a single legionnaire stands, all of us remain undefeated in the eyes of the gods.
What do you think about Esmeralda?
So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists.
Huh? Let's discuss Jake's death.
Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Cyseal. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. And what questions are those?
Okay, well, thank you for giving us nothing new.
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the... Striking it rich!
Let's see. Can we go here?
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, sorry. Oops. The perfect murder? Oh, I should go through that entrance.
I'm just doing my duty for the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear, milady. As long as I'm around, no hair on your halo head shall be harmed.
Wow, that is detailed.
A book about setting up the perfect crime.
Esmeralda has interesting taste in literature.
Mm-hmm. I'd say.
Dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, milady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint.
Oh. Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, but don't you worry, milady.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed?
We are
caught unawares?
going out this way again. And closing the door. And then we're heading this way. And go through her front door again. Into the shop. And then we're going to ask her.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Yes.
Listen, if you're going to accuse me... Oh, that horrid tome of ill repute. It isn't mine, it was Jake's. He was a politician, don't you see? Always on the lookout for plotting rivals. Always trying to be one step ahead. Really, I should have thought a source hunter of all people would appreciate my dear husband's sense for survival.
Oh.
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife...
Legion's greetings, hunter.
Move along.
Oh, that doesn't help us. That does not help us at all. Did he do something about your sheep?
Source hunters, eh? If you've got a favourite sheep, Best to fry her up now before she gets gold. How much exactly? Enough to cover the costs in gold and tears of a stolen ewe, I'd bet.
Well, she should take the gold, because she deserved the compensation.
That's right. If anyone should benefit from this situation, it's Bertia.
Aye, nothing to replace me old girl Ogget. But I suppose a bit of gold certainly softens the blow. Thanks for that, Sauce Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that should be done now.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman.
Okay, so do we actually know where that one key is for? I mean, we found a key that says key to Esmeralda's house, to the back room, and then we found another key, but we don't know what it is for, and it is not for Evelyn's house or the back entrance of the house.
In the murder of Councillor Jake. Please follow me.
What? That's insane. I would never.
Sir, please come quietly, or I'll have to forcefully subdue you.
Fine, fine. There's no need for that. But you must know I am an innocent man.
Oh. All these cobwebs everywhere. What's here? Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cyseal, Captain Aureus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air, and even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto the empty slab. No, one of them must have been involved, but as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be traced back to me. Oh.
Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cyseal, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
That. Well, he could be one of the cloaked figures, no? No, hold on a second. Maybe I should take that with us.
Now this is valuable.
Yeah, let's take that to the captain. Right? That could be useful for him. Maybe?
Sorry, sir.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Sorry, sir.
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. Oh, if you must. Yes? Discovered anything? Have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it. How to plan the perfect murder. Really? Really? She might as well wear a dress with the words "I killed Jake and I liked it" embroidered on it. But that alone wouldn't suffice to convince me. So convince me, Hunter, and keep looking. It was stolen? Gods, what a... Yes, yes. Well, I assume it hasn't crawled back to its grave. You dare stand here and
Nope. This way.
Ah, here to gloat for getting me thrown into this stinking pit. Well, enjoy. I'm sure Cyseal is much safer now that Robert, its greatest threat, is locked away.
Well, who was Roberts?
Ah, here to gloat for getting me thrown into this stinking pit.
I have no idea who Roberts was.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing. Oh, okay, so Aru's not coming back. He's staying up there, it seems. Okay, fine. Fine. Yeah, it's...
So you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you?
You know, this game is giving you a sentence.
Hey, tell.
A sentence of new information.
Don't pay attention.
And is acting like it's giving you the whole key to the whole game. You know, the key of knowledge to everything.
Ah, cruel fortune.
Thank the Seven, we've secured the perimeter. All right.
Is... What? Canininos? Say what?
Oh, what's the point anymore?
to advance, ready to...
Nothing. Nothing here either.
If you think black...
There's nothing else down here. Why can't we go in there when we have a key? This is driving me crazy. And where is the surgeon? Where is Theliron? What happened to him?
Hello again. Terribly sorry, sort.
Oh.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
You are as cryptic as the game, Buzzerhound.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my...
It's official. The Duke of Ferrol is the worst poet in Rivellon.
In his defense, not much rhymes with murder.
Dearest Esme, your lips are red as emerald. Your hair is black as birch. Your love is like cholesterol, and oh my heart, it hurts. I want to hold you in my arms and stroke your little head, as all this would be easier if Counselor Jake were dead. Forever yours.
And so we meet yet another adulterous harpy. No doubt she's guilty as sin.
Another? I don't know which Cyseal you've been turned through, buddy.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to
Ah,
ancient...
hello. I suppose you're here to viciously... Which one? I've written, Esmeralda, more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies. Yes, as Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection. Which one?
Okay.
Surely you've met your match.
Esmeralda, do you have anything to say to that?
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Oh, wait. Shall we talk to Maxine?
Oh, you haven't left town yet, have you? Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feeling's, well, it's rather mutual, actually. But that pet of a puss simply doesn't have a penny to his name. At the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? They'd jolly well starve, wouldn't they, with an alley cat for a papa? Oh, dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a mite of standards.
You are cruel, you know that, right?
Where's young Esmeralda these days? She has the softest lap to lay. Aye, so there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means, not privation. One who brings home the sardines and the occasional halibut. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by a far-off Maharaja's best hunting cheater. Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by the waves like a ball in a game of catch. Among the waves it remains, I imagine. Won perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be the Caesar again, and Maxine my Caesarina.
Aha.
By all means.
Defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Okay.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Made a big cheese on...
Oh, excuse me, my mind's abuzz with 1,000 matters, and I can't afford to lose a moment.
There's a pyramid.
Striking it rich!
Ugh, Jahan, what now?
Interesting devices, these pygmies among pyramids. They may be small of stature, but their potential is gigantic. Deceivingly clever. It is a trait all demonic machinations share. Yes, demonic. So very obvious to the trained eye. These apparatuses have been forged among the voids of the outer realms, where the light of stars does not reach. You do well to treat them with the utmost care. Perhaps it would even be for the best if you sling them into the reaches of infinity that surround the shelter plane. Better safe than sorry. It is an uncommonly trite thing to say, but it applies to all things demon-dreamt and devised.
You're looking a gift's horse in the mouth, Jehan. These pyramids are a wonder and we'll use them to our advantage as much as possible.
How I pity you. You have a mouth, but do not taste. Eyes, but do not see. Ears, but do not hear. So let me state this clearly, Hunter, that you must always remember, always, that when demons are in play, you are the hunted, and that it takes stupendous cunning and strength to escape their snares. The very moment you are certain you have them in your grip, that is the moment their traps spring, and it is their grip that shatters your soul. Dueling with demons is like playing chess against an opponent with queens for pawns. They sit and grin while your pieces slip in the sweaty fear that drops from your beleaguered brow.
If you are going to make a chess pun, that is completely lost on me. There's another key.
You there! Cut it out!
That doesn't belong to us, you know.
Resource hunters, we should be able to access any of the resources we need or we want while we're on the job.
Well put. Hunting out source is no easy job, and we need all the help we can get our sticky fingers on.
So how do we get you out of the...
I need a moment to reflect.
What good is a source hunter without a healthy sense of self? It takes a strong eye to face the powers of darkness, after all.
What good is a source hunter without a healthy sense of self? It takes a strong eye to face the powers of darkness, after all.
A happy source hunter means a job well done. By serving ourselves, we serve the realm.
That's enough of that now!
How do I get you out of there? To get that key.
Are you there? Cut it out!
Okay. Always good idea to check some chess puns. I have no idea about chess, so those puns are completely lost on me. Right over the head, like, and done.
You there! You like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
This is the finest show in the land.
One coin or two, noble spirit? One coin or two? May the soul of Astarte smile upon you, kind. Oh, I am a happy man, and certainly a humble one now. It turns out losing it all has its own share of benefits. Ah, a fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. In my folly, I sought the counsel of those notorious Watcher statues on the western cliffs. Their guidance ruined any small fortune I might have had, but certainly granted me humility.
Watcher statues?
I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools advice to the fools who sought them, but somehow I believed that I was the exception. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my worldly possessions, all my worldly possessions, and became a great figure of piety and humility. Fire, the most thorough cleanser, was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no piety, only the sudden weight of my own idiocy upon my very soul.
Oh.
Thank you, kind one.
So, those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
Can you spare a coin?
I just gave you 11 gold. Shut up. Since when is poverty a prerequisite for spirituality?
Some of the richest people in the world are also some of the most miserable. Gold can purchase many things, but neither joy nor wisdom are among them.
You there! Wow. You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
The best!
Because the statues told him so. Yes. That's great.
Have some pity about this.
Better to evacuate this place while there's still some left to save, I say. Go while the going's good.
Okay, we are nowhere closer to solving anything than we were before.
Recruits, that was sloppier than Cyseal stew. Again.
You return marks of victory, Hunter. We'll vanquish our foes yet.
You're still not eaten? Why not? Go eat.
You smell like a hero. The hero I've been waiting for. Oh, I've got a bone to pick. Well, I've got no bones to pick, you see? And that's the problem. My friend and I collected a quite big pile of edibles from these shambling undead. A smorgasbord on feet, I say. But a band of wild wolves chases off of it. If you follow me, I'll lead you straight to him. I bet a hero like you could shake him off in a matter of minutes. I'll lead the way, hero.
Yes. Go. Go a little quicker. We are still here. Okay. Do I want to know what these issues are, or...
A blizzard blows!
Everything I touch burns in sacrifice.
Oh. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we will find out what the issues are. Maybe. Oh, okay. I take it the way that it is. I have no idea what you mean, but hey, you like garlic. That's good. And you may have put a little bit too much. Okay, that's bad. I don't understand the rest. Talking in riddles. No, I'm focused. I'm not muted.
Seven, have mercy on your soul.
Okay. Stunned, very nice.
Into the fray once more.
With surgical precision, one cut is often enough.
Yeah. Ah. There we go. Nice.
Into the fray once more.
Nice, nice, nice. Healing.
As good as a new penny. I feel better already.
Okay. No, hold on. There's always one. Always one who has to run through the poison. Okay, that's a pressure plate. Fine.
I thought the shack would be abandoned, but it seems to be recently used.
And it has its very own foreboding hatch.
No.
I think I'll stay off that particular device. I can't feel my legs.
Theliron, I am sending you a new apprentice. She's more powerful than you by tenfold, but appearances are appearances. No, but appearances are appearances, and I don't want to raise a single eyebrow. Do not deviate, Doctor, or you may find yourself in a rather unfortunate situation indeed. Brachus Rex will see the light of day once more, and you will serve so that he may serve who she is greater than us all. Signed, the Conduit. Through blood, her power flows. Through blood, her triumph grows. We should take that with us. And Saragon. Ah, to the good Dr. Theliron. You have denied my divinity, but you were wise not to deny my power. I wait eagerly for the result of your research. Patience, however, has never particularly become me. I expected that finding Brachus Rex would have been a matter of weeks, not months, for a researcher and as practiced as yourself. I have left you with bloodstones of such power that reviving him sufficiently to answer a simple query should hardly have been a problem. I hope I won't regret entrusting this to you, Doctor. Wow, that is...
Theliron. It's Theliron who's been raising the dead around Cyseal?
That kindly doctor. We've got to confront him.
Yes, we should confront him. I don't know where he is. All right. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. The game is a little bit on the testing side with giving me absolutely no help at all. But besides that, it's besides that, I'm doing good. Okay, back to the north gate. There we go. How are you, Ansalagon? Hey, Evelyn, where are you? Oh, there. Up and down. All right. Oh, nice. Your vacation is starting.
A coin.
That's good.
May the seven bless you, most generous friend.
Yeah, I just gave you money. I don't give you money again. Nice, nice, nice. The vacation is starting. Well, that's good.
Again.
Oh, come on. Just bring me to that house here, will you? I gave you enough coin. Shut up. Thanks, Father Sky. Thank you for the lurk. And where is Evelyn now? Secure lockbox key. That is great. Do we have another key that opens her house? And where is she now? Now that we found out that the doctor is actually in league with the conduit. Thought you might want to hear about it, Evelyn. No? Apparently not. Okay. Okay. We have a ton of new stuff, but nothing really that helps us. So I'd say we're going to stop it here and pick it up again tomorrow! Tomorrow afternoon, that is. Let me quickly see if I can find someone where I can send you to. No, not really. No. Okay. So I'm going to leave it here. So if you want to see more of this, I would say come back tomorrow afternoon at 3 PM CET. It's going to be a shorter stream tomorrow afternoon because I have some things to take care of. But we are still going to be on like 2 hours around. So I would say come back then, 3 p.m. If you want to see more of our Undead Warrior run in WoW Burning Crusade, I would say you come back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. CET when we are continuing that run. Up until then, thank you so much for being here. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, and I see you tomorrow. Bye bye!